I'd like to introduce you to the originator of the type of Tai Chi that I do, Tai Chi Chih. This is Justin Stone, and we lost him a few years ago at 94. He was continuing to be in really good health until just, I don't know, the last year or something like that. This picture was taken when he was in his mid-80s. He was just an amazing guy, and he put together a practice of 19 movements and one pose. It's a very yin form of Tai Chi, meaning that it's very gentle, very relaxing, and facilitates stability. So every year down in Albuquerque, which is the main headquarters of Tai Chi Chih, that's where Justin used to teach a lot, there's going to be a birthday party. And at 3 o'clock, there will be a practice that if you're at all interested in this form, you can witness it. Or if you've taken a class from me or you've learned how to do it somewhere, you can practice with them. It's a Zoom, and I'll have the link at the end of this newsletter. I'd like to show you a couple of the movements so you have an idea of what it's like. So this one is around the platter. And there are several principles that we focus on as we practice. With the forward and back movements, we call this yinning and yanning. And it's a way of really feeling the earth. So we focus on the soles of our feet. And whatever we do on the left, we do on the right. So here's the right side. And it feels so good to do it. What does it feel like? Well, it's a moving meditation. So just like with any meditation, it's so easy to stay in our heads, right? And so that's why we focus on the soles of our feet, to bring all that energy, busy energy, down into the soles of our feet. And that helps keep our brains from being so busy. And we do 9 on each side usually. So that was a little bit shorter. The whole practice usually takes about 35 to 40 minutes if you do the whole thing. So the next one I'm going to show you is bass drum. So on bass drum, we get to feel some polarity between our hands. And what is polarity? Well, it's energy. It's actually chi in Chinese, or energy. And Justin used to say he could always tell how tense one of his students were if their wrists were really, really restricted and not fluid. And then also that their waists were real tight. And the way so I won't do the right side, but you'll know that normally we do that. I'm going to just move Justin over here. So as far as the waist turning, you can see this is carry the ball to the side. I'm turning my waist. And as a result of turning the waist, there's a really incredible movement of energy. I really love all the movements for different reasons and at different times. Some of them, it's like, oh, this is my favorite right now. And right now, this is my favorite. So as I do this, my right hand is focused so that as I move my hands, I have an emphasis there. And that again helps to move the energy. So I'll leave you today with something that I learned from my yoga teacher. And that is when our brains are just way too busy, we've got something on our mind, it's an upsetting type of thing, or it's just something we don't want to think about. We want to just focus on the practice. And I started to say that, in meditation, it's so easy when people sit, when I sit doing yoga, to be thinking about, oh, I want to do that, or she said that, or I want to do that. What we want to do is balance out And here's an idea. Focus on the third eye and send that energy down to the heart where we feel compassion. I love that one.